Hello guys, and welcome back to another video in our channel, and we are doing a match review. You will give me your feedback on how you actually find this video, and today it's more like an kind of a mini podcast or something, analyzing the team, analyzing the club, analyzing what really happened in this game. And we're going to do a tactical preview, of course, but not in this video, in a separate video. But we're just going to try and talk about whatever is happening at the club. So Chelsea got knocked out of the FA Cup by Brighton this weekend. A very disappointing result. I expected us to get through this round. Brighton coming off of a 7-0 defeat to Nottingham Forest. Chelsea, who are unable even to score a goal because the goal that they considered was courtesy of an error from Verbruggen. Before we even start, we need to say that, it's Enzo Maresca's birthday, and we cannot fail to wish him. He's the manager of the club. So yes, it's Enzo Maresca's birthday, and we wish him the very best in his birthday. But we have to talk about critical issues affecting the club. One critical issue affecting the club is this 2-1 defeat. A very terrible result for the club, a very terrible result for the team. And this game taught us a lot, especially to fans who had started to build some optimism. Chelsea have been different post-Christmas. They have been a different team than they were pre-Christmas. Are we seeing what we have always seen with Enzo Maresca's team, where they constantly fall off, especially towards the latter stages of the season? This is the Premier League. Every game is a tough game. I cannot fault the lineup because when you look at the lineup, it is clear that that was the best lineup that Enzo Maresca could put there. But again, we still find ourselves in problems. And one of the problems we experience is the striking position. I explained how McGeough helped open the game for Chelsea. Now, one thing in particular that I noticed from this game is that there wasn't a number 9. That is the first thing I noticed from this game. There wasn't a number 9. So we didn't have a player who had box presence, who was looking to occupy the center backs, who was looking to stick to his position occupying the center backs. No. We didn't have that player. And Christopher Nkunku, who was played there, was played out of position. But again, even if you're played out of position and you're told play in this position, why can't you just look to play in that position? Like, I couldn't understand why Nkunku kept on dropping so deep to receive the ball. I couldn't understand, because if Nkunku is dropping deep and there are no players making runs behind him, what is the point of having a number 9 dropping deep? And I think even Enzo Maresca gave him that instruction in the second half. But Nkunku just kept on dropping deep to come towards the ball. You want to come towards the ball. When you come towards the ball, because the only time whenever I watch that game, I noticed that Chelsea did not have that attacking 5 outnumbering Brighton's backline, because Nkunku was dropping deep, Palmer was dropping deep, even Mark Kurela was dropping deep. So what was the point? What was the point? If you want to win this game, you have to overload the opposition backline. But if you have players dropping and vacating their forward positions and coming closer to the ball, you're making it easy for Brighton. That's why Brighton centre-backs did not have any aerial threat to deal with. They did not have any ground threat to deal with. They just sat in a 4-4-2 and they were able to neutralize Chelsea, because Palmer kept dropping towards the ball. Nkunku kept dropping towards the ball. And this really annoyed me. And Dewsbury Hall. So what is the point of having a structure and the players cannot sit and stick to their position? Because whenever I saw even Sancho getting to the byline and looking to have Cucurella cross, Cucurella would make that underlapping run, cross, but the box was full of Brighton players. There were no Chelsea players attacking the box. Pre-Christmas, we had a lot of players attacking the box. Jackson was attacking the box, Palmer was attacking the box, Enzo was attacking the box. What changed? What changed that made Chelsea not to commit a lot of players in attack? Because Chelsea were not able to commit a lot of players in attack. The forwards who are playing in those attacking regions were not able to hold their positions in these attacking areas. Chelsea were unable to get the best out of the attack. And that's why Chelsea did not score goals. And this further emphasizes the need of a number 9. And I explained that McGew, when he came on, played much better than Jackson. Because you constantly have a number 9 who's looking to make runs, who's looking to try to head balls into the box. He's looking to try and outmuscle defenders. That is what you need in a number 9. If you're playing with a false 9, then you have to have wingers or inside forwards who are making runs behind him, similar to what Klopp used Bobby Firmino for. Bobby Firmino was a false 9, but he had Salah and Mane constantly making runs into the channel. Palmer is not making runs towards the channel. Cucurella is not making runs towards the channel because he's afraid that if he makes those forward runs, his left back position will be exposed, and he has to run all the way from the front line to cover the left back position. And this goes down to the management of the team on the pitch, to Enzo Maresca. If you want Cucurella to play so further up the pitch, and you expect him to defend in his left back position, this is giving a lot of tasks to a player. Why can't you have Marc Cucurella playing either as an inverted fullback or as a centre back, and have your 4 defenders plus 1 midfielder in Caicedo defending while you have the other 5 players attacking? It is better to have Fernandes high up. It is better to have Palmer high up. And these players need to stick to their position. They shouldn't be dropping deep to pick those balls, because even when they're dropping deep, no player is making runs so that you can have those third man combination runs. And this is really, really alarming me. Are we now seeing the inexperience of Enzo Maresca? Are we seeing the inexperience of Enzo Maresca? Because you need to study the in-game tactical patterns of play. If you're playing with a false 9, you need direct wingers who are cutting in. It is better. He even started Tyrick George and Noni Madueke. Then he used Gusto and Marc Cucurella as overlapping fullbacks, or started Sancho and Palmer as a right winger, and Palmer playing as an inverted winger with Gusto looking to make runs, because I didn't even see what Neto was doing. Neto just used to dribble infield and look to whip in across. Nkuku cannot win across against Lewis Dunk. It cannot happen. So you play with the best elements of your team. If you know very well you're not going to win the aerial duel, the better thing to do is play the ball towards the ground. And Chelsea did not do it. And this was poor tactical management from Enzo Maresca in that team. Another player that I'm really, really pissed off about is Nkunku. You're playing as a number 9. Why are you constantly jogging on the pitch? Nkunku is just jogging on the pitch. He's not pressing. He's not applying pressure. And whenever Chelsea look to press aggressively high, Brighton will easily play through us. Why? Because the person who starts to be the number 9 is constantly jogging. Why are you jogging? You have rested the entire week. You're eating well. You're on a proper diet. You're given the best medical team in the world. You are being paid money to play, and you're busy jogging on the pitch. And I said that Chelsea's overall press has reduced to close to 25% this season. And that press reducing has created these problems for Chelsea. We do not have the aggression, we do not have the strength, we do not have the ability to manipulate the opponent when we don't have the ball. And that's why we find ourselves in the position that we have found ourselves at the moment. The question, or the other thing that I also have to talk about is the striking position. Jackson is out. There is no backup. McGee is out. And again, how do you spend £1 billion and Jackson is your starting striker? How do you spend £1 billion? And this is the problem, and I will lay this problem squarely to the sporting directors and the board. Chelsea squandered close to £1 billion. That was squandering money because Chelsea have signed players that they do not need. They have signed players who they are loaning them out. What was the point of signing Kani Chukwemeka if you knew very well he's not going to play for Chelsea? What was the point? Signed Disasi, did not work out. Signed Benwa, is out injured throughout most of the times. Wesley Fofana is out injured throughout the times. You don't even look at a player's history when making signings. And then you're signing a lot of teenagers. Datro Fofana, you're signing. Chelsea's just signing everybody. They're signing players who are not to make in the first team. What is the point? What was the point of signing João Felix? João Felix has been signed. He has been loaned down. What was the point? So this clearly indicates there is a problem at the club. And it further displays our worst fears that the people running the club do not understand how to run a football club, because you cannot just make signings that don't improve the team. You came in, you found Thomas Tuchel had finished third with his team, you regressed the team to 12th. Last season the team was at 6th position. Now even the top 4 seems to be unlikely. The manager already gave the players a pass by saying that this season it wasn't Chelsea's time to be in the top 4. This is where the club is. The problem is the mentality. The problem is the squad building, and it is not going to change because I have reached a point whereby I'm starting to give up. I cannot blame Enzo Maresca. He did not put himself in that position. The club knew very well his qualifications, went ahead and hired him. The team seems not to be performing. That's just the way things are. What do you think? What do you think? Because in my opinion, I'm really, really pissed off. The Man City performance just made me end the season. I just knew we are not going to make the top 4. We are out of the FA Cup. Last season, I'm starting to think that Mauricio Pochettino did a better job, because with Mauricio Pochettino, we are at the Carabao Cup final. We were at the FA Cup semi-final. We've been knocked out by Brighton. Brighton, a team that is 10th. A team that conceded 7 goals against Nottingham Forest. What was the manager doing the entire week instead of watching what Nottingham Forest were doing? This is so terrible. This is so terrible. This is so unacceptable. I will not even join those people who are saying Maresca out. I cannot blame the manager because it was Potter out, it was Pochettino out, now Maresca out. The main problem at this club is the management. Clearlake, Todd Bowley, they have failed to do anything to change the performance of this club. That's all I can say. That is all I can say. What is your opinion on this? Do you think I am right? Do you agree with me with my sentiments about this team's overall performance? I'd like you to leave your comments in the comment section area below. We'll be dropping some shots to explain the problem that happened at Chelsea. I will also be looking to drop a tactical analysis video to analyze what is fundamentally going wrong tactically and at the board level. They did not sign a striker in January. They loaned out 2 left backs in January. They loaned out a number 10 in January. Everything at the club is chaotic. Players are being signed without any plans. There is no spine in the team. The goalkeeper is a clown. The striker misses chances for fun. Everything at this club is just so wrong. The management doesn't seem to have answers to change anything. Chelsea are out of the Carabao Cup. Chelsea are out of the FA Cup. We are only expected to win the Conference League. And I repeat, we need to win the Conference League. If we cannot win the Conference League, everything else in this season is rubbish, It's a failed season, and things need to change. End of. Thank you.